Anti-society, welcome back to the Antisocial Planet. Today we are checking out ITZY's ICY, and I'm so excited for this. I loved the first couple songs from their debut that I checked out. I have Dala Dala stuck in my head all the time. I'm just like dancing and singing along to it, and I just love the vibe that they had going into their debut of, we're not going to be what everyone else is expecting, we're going to do our own thing, you should also do your own thing. And it just really felt like a song for like other like young girls and being like confident in yourself and all of that, and they're just having so much fun with their vocal performance in it too. So I'm excited to get to add another song to my playlist of getting to listen to from ITZY, and to get to watch another music video, because I don't even know what to expect from the visuals of this one, but I bet it'll be great. Look at the absolute darling smiles. They're so cute. Okay, do your earrings say gods? All right, I like the sparkly vibe that we're getting so far. I'm assuming icy is like we're cool, we're cold. Possibly also like ice as in like gems, shiny, like I was saying, like sparkles. I also think of like ice as being like diamonds and stuff. Anyway, bougie perhaps, I don't know, but I'm excited.
Hey, hey, hey!
Cute.
Yo.
Ooh, we're starting with a good bass line.
Beep, beep. Hey, hey,
Cute. Okay. Look, like I was saying, a bass line is a good way to rope me in. Put a good bass line on something and I'm gonna love it. Love how fun, again, their vocal performances with the like little onomatopoeias and layered vocals, right? Like they seem to like to use this shout vocals where they layer up a bunch of their voices over top of each other, which is always really fun. There's just a certain energy and playfulness to that, but also love the like, what was the line? It was talking about people like talking and it's just like background music. I love like marching on the streets, but it's background music. Was that the line? Because that's like amazing if that's what I'm thinking it was. Yeah, background music where I go. I see that twofold, right? Like background music in terms of not paying attention to what people are saying about you, whatever they might have to like comment on as you're walking around, right? It all just becomes like background noise, but also background music is in like main character energy, right? Love it. I love the confidence going into this. I love the, what can I do though? I seem cold. Love that too, like the icy imagery. I'm just gonna go back and listen to it again. Also, I thought there were some brass instruments that were coming in through part of the mixing. Again, if you want a fast track to my heart, brass. Dang. Love this build up too. Ooh, gorgeous vocals. Gorgeous vocals. Okay, again, so much fun. The synths in the background, they have so much fun with synths in this, but the like blah blah, oh my god, I love that idea of people having something to say, having some kind of critique, and it just like sinks into the background, you don't even register it, and they're like, they keep talking, I keep walking. Yes, have that confidence, honestly. And the number of people who have something to say about what you're doing with your life, and at the end of the day, doesn't really matter. There are very few people in my life whose opinion matters to me, and it's not random people. And I love the energy that they have of like I was saying in their debut of saying, hey, we're going to be different and true to ourselves, and it's not going to fit into what the mold of like expectation is, and we're just going to go to the beat of our own drum, and you can either stick around and have fun or you can leave. And I feel like this is just adding into that of being like, hey, you can comment all you want, you can have so much to say, we're just gonna keep going because we're busy, we have other things to be doing than to be focused on what other people are thinking. Didn't they have a line of that, I think maybe in Dalla Dalla? I feel like it was maybe Chaeyoung's one of her lines that was like, I'm too busy having fun or being myself to listen to what other people have to say. I love that energy, and it's so much fun with all these like synths, like I was saying, and then the like blah blah, so fun. Love the pulling up of the chest voice there. Love the attitude in that line. Ooh, I love Leah bringing in this like attitude into her voice, this like vocal fry. Ooh, she's having so much fun with her delivery in this. I love the ad-libs too. Ooh, it tastes like thin ice. Ooh, loved her vocal there too. Wait, I was like, Yuna's voice there sounded gorgeous, and then the penitence, thanks to my mom and thanks to my dad. No, what? You have to be a certain kind of confident to like put to the lyrics of your song. Thank you to my mama. Thank you to my papa. Good job. That's incredible. I like they're gonna go switch up in the vocals this song. Ooh, okay, now before you break down and everything, okay, so much fun with the lyrics, fun with the vocal delivery, crazy synths going on. I love that we get a bit of a darker tone in the chorus, but I was also thinking there's this feeling of like almost like runway to the chorus. I think that maybe has like to do with like the percussion or something in it, but there's something about the beat of it that has a very like marching feeling to it. Again, I don't know a whole lot about music production, so I don't have all of the details. I don't know if I'm correct, but it has that feeling to it, which I feel like just adds to the confidence of the, again, the they keep talking, I keep walking, but having this feeling of the actual instrumentation of this like marching or like runway strut feeling to the song just adds to that energy of like confidence and fun. And I'm just like sitting here smiling, laughing, and having a good time. I think that's what this is supposed to be, right? It's like saying, hey, you can talk all you want and you can be miserable and you can be upset that you're seeing me being successful. I'm too busy having fun. Like, I'm too busy being talented and successful and having fun and enjoying myself for any of that to even register, because I got better things to do. And I think that really gets to the core of what a lot of people being judgmental or rude or mean or whatever, especially in an online space, is it's usually just a projection of what they're going through, right? Like, it's usually that they are going through something that makes them feel those negative things about themselves, and they're externalizing it because it's a lot easier to blame somebody else for how you're feeling than to actually deconstruct it and figure out why you're feeling that way. So it's not even about you when someone is saying things like that, especially like through an online space, right? Where there's like a certain like anonymity to it or like a distance to it. It's not about you anyway, so you might as well just ignore it and keep going. And I hope that they have that energy. I hope that people are nice to them, because if they're not, I feel defensive enough already that I might have to pick a fight. But I feel like they're doing okay, at least from like the energy that they're bringing forward so far. It's a crazy instrumentation choice. Ooh, gorgeous vocal there. Hang on. Like vocal around there. Leah. Ooh, I hear the ad lib. Ma'am. I don't want it to end. Give me a sec.
I see that I might see. I see that I might see.
Ooh,
I see that I might
fun vocal sample there too.
I see that I might see.
Ooh, that was so much fun. Like I was just dancing around. Also, I know exactly which playlist I need to add this to because I have a playlist that's for the savage energy. And I just feel like this needs to be on it, of like the confident, strutting energy of, yeah, okay, and, right? And I feel like this has this, especially with the like ending of I see that I'm icy. Like I was saying before, of icy having this connotation of cool that they talked about. There's like a certain like freshness to it, also like glamour to it, but also icy in terms of like demeanor. And I feel like that is something that is interesting to bring up in this conversation too, because we have to deal with the fact that we're talking about a girl group, right? We're talking about a group of women, and there's definitely a higher standard for female idols as opposed to male idols. And if you have a certain confidence and a certain, okay, I don't care about your opinion, people are going to have a lot of things to say about that. And they're usually not positive, right? They usually paint people in a negative light because of that, especially like women, of having this almost like aloof feeling, right? They start to have a lot of negative connotations if you're not like super like cordial and bubbly and forgiving and all of that. So if you have a certain confidence, people are going to have a negative view of you of saying, oh, you're like cold or icy, right? Like you have a certain off-putting feeling to you because you have a cold response to people being not great to you. And I like that they have some of that, especially at the end there where they're lowering the register of singing I see that I'm icy, of okay, and right, like having that be like I see, I'm okay with it, which I love that energy coming forth and just like having so much fun with the song. I'm having so much fun with the song. I can't wait to see some visuals of it, like choreo. I've had it so much fun as well. And again, crazy instrumentation. I love that they just have really interesting like choices of production and synths in their choruses. There's just so many different like little things to pull apart in it. That's so much fun. I'm too excited for this music video. I need to calm down. I need to chill out, but it's gonna be good. I just feel it in my bones.
Hey, hey, hey! Yo.
Love the sparkle on the logo. Cool setting. Ooh, are we in New York? Love the graphics. I love the comic book graphics. That's so much fun too, of like superhero, right? I've been like, I'm so confident and I'm so amazing at what I do that I like transcend into this like pop culture symbol, right? Of what we have with superheroes and stuff, especially if they're in New York, that adds to it because every superhero is in New York for some reason. So I love that as well. Also just like all the colors. Cute. I love the contrast of like black and white outfits and then her. Dang, we got dressed up. Cause why not? Ooh, cool transition. Cute. Ooh, the shift in the facial expression. Okay, I love all the choreo of talking and then also like all these like cute little moves and then them having that like kind of cutesy delivery again, and the shift in their performance, like their stage persona is so much fun too, of hey, I can be cutesy and fun, but don't test me. It has that vibe of hey, we can be here and have fun, but also if you want to get on my bad side, good luck with that. I love Yuna's smiles so much. Cool transitions. I mean, JYP, but ignoring phone calls is such a mood. What a cutie pie. Love the sparkles in her hair too. Ooh, okay, I love, again, the contrast of her with this, like, really bright coloring, even the colored hair, in contrast to these people in black and white outfits and stuff, but also having her in contrast to, like, older generations. The contrast there of people who are older thinking that they can give advice to someone who is younger, like, they know better, or that the way that they did things at their age is, like, applicable to, like, modern generations and stuff. And look, I say that as somebody who is in their mid-20s, and even now, someone who's 18 or something, I'm like, I don't even know. I don't know what's going on with y'all and what needs to be handled in your part of in your time of life. I was dealing with other stuff because when I was 18, it was like pre-2020. So I'm like, I don't know. I don't know what could help with you with whatever you're dealing with. I'm not prepared for that. So I think that it's interesting to have that contrast with, like, generation versus, like, older generations versus younger generations, and how they think that they can, like, they should have control over what someone younger is, like, doing, or how they should live their life. But then also it has this feeling of, like, executives, right? It has a feeling of somebody who is in, like, a position of a more, like, traditional business route, and then having the, like, bright coloring and obviously going into something like music or, like, something that's artsy is very much in contrast to going into a more, like, traditional kind of, like, office business job, right? Or even execs who are like, hey, this is the kind of music or the kind of image that you need to have in order to be, like, marketable, and having this contrast of not only, like, the coloring being different, but also her, like, kind of slouching in her chair and, like, crossing her arms and, like, having a very different demeanor in contrast to them, especially with all the, like, the speech bubbles that are like blah 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 all over again. I love the comic book graphics. I think that's so much fun, and just, again, adds this feeling of, like, pop culture being in tune with what's going on, especially this 5 years ago, and having the vibe of superhero films becoming more of a thing, and also superheroes in general being, like, this going against societal expectations, like standouts, but also being outliers in a lot of ways too, being people who are pushed to the fringes as opposed to being able to just, like, fit in, right? Like, they are by definition not going to just fit in with everyone else, but they're using that to their advantage, right? So I love getting, like, all of that fun imagery in it too. The shrug too. Cool edit to the beat. Fun. I like how they all have their little, like, scenes. I was hoping we get a dance break of some kind. Dang! Hold on! Ooh, that, like, hurts. Just to watch. I was hoping we get a dance break at this part. Her cute smile, but I also love the having this more, like, rigid movements, and then we have that, like, ad lib of girls. There's this release of tension in their arms and, like, their hands, right? And it just adds this little bit of femininity into those movements, because when you have a lot of tension and rigidity in your, like, body shape while you're, like, dancing or performing in any way, there's a certain, like, sharpness and aggression and almost, like, defensiveness or combativeness in it. And then the moment that they say girls, we see them smile, and there's, like, the tension releases in that movement, and that's such a, like, tiny little thing, but it's like it switches from that kind of combative feeling into this, like, fun, more, like, feminine, playful movement, like, immediately, and I love that so much. Love that. Definitely main character energy. I love that she just has a full-on gown. Yes, live your life. They're smooth with that move.
I see that I might see.
That's fun. The like slow-mo of the background. Ooh, that's fun too. With the crown. Ooh, did we just get like a little eyebrow raise at the end too? The confidence.
I see that I might see.
Ma'am. Queen behavior. As they should be. I noticed before in the Dala Dala, I was like, oh, the like crowns at the end. And then someone told me that's like something that they incorporate a lot into theirs, which I mean, I've yet to see anything that challenges the fact of them having queen behavior in this, because I see it. I love that so much. Again, a music video where they just seem like they're having so much fun, but there's also this confidence to it. And I love all of the fun colors. I love all the fun contrasts of them and having like their own kind of sets again. And I noticed that in Dala Dala, like that makes sense that they all have their own aesthetic and vibe to them, because you're introducing all the different members, but you're also, by like the topic of the song, introducing all these different elements that they're capable of fulfilling. But I like it in this one too, because it's, hey, be yourself. So them having different like vibes to their different sets and the way that they are walking around in the world in terms of what they're wearing and how they're like the attitude that they have makes sense too, because they're all individual people. And I love Leah had the full gown, having a princess moment, as she should, because why not? Why not dress up for yourself? I had that once. I dressed up really nice and I had some random guy be like, why are you so dressed up? I'm like, for me. I'm dressed up for me. Get out of my face. I love that she's had the full-on gown on. I love that we got some more streetwear stuff with Yejis, or like grungy with Rigid, and then, you know, just like having this fun kind of like mix of the oversized like jersey, but then she had the overalls on as well. And then Taeyong was just having so much fun, like the, again, like streetwear stuff and like dancing and stuff. I know that's part of her like background. So them all just like having fun and having these like bright colors and just going to the beat of their own drum. And I love having people looking at them both like admiring, but also having a bunch of like thoughts of what's going on. And I feel like that is true, right? If you're just confident in being yourself, there's going to be people who like are just like shocked that you're not fitting in and like trying to blend into the background. I just, it's so much fun. So much fun. And I like the choreo looked great as well. I was hoping that with that breakdown that we got near the end that we were gonna get a bit of a dance break in it. And I love some of the little details that I saw in it as well. I'm just smiling. I'm just smiling because they seem like such a fun group and their music is so fun. I can't wait to get more into their stuff. I'm definitely gonna be listening to that song on repeat. So much fun. I love the vibe that they have. I love like the attitude that they bring to it, right? Of both this like confidence, but also they just genuinely look like they're having fun. They're just doing like their own thing and having a good time. Their vocals on this, by the way, I didn't point it out, but definitely feels like it's ratcheted up, and that just makes me more excited because I checked out Snowy. I'm like, their vocals on this are incredible. So I'm excited to just see the progress that they go through and how they like improve and incorporate other things into it. Even this feels like them taking some of the elements from their debut and solidifying that down into what they are more like trying to get, right? Like it feels like they're like narrowing down what they're trying to get at as the group. And I can't wait to see them like perfect what they're trying to do as a group going forward. It makes me feel even more vindicated in that in my Dala Dala reaction, I had somebody like leave a rude comment on it. And this is not me being like boohoo to me or whatever, because it totally didn't affect me, but it just baffles me that out of any group that you could have been like, I'm gonna judge you for something. I listened to 3 songs and 4 songs, but I'm like, that seems like the wrong group. It seems like the wrong group to be following if you want to judge people, especially like from a distance on the internet. Like that seems like something that they would not endorse in any way regardless, but they seem to be like adamantly calling stuff like that out. Like this song just solidifies that for me, that I was like, I feel like the song just went, the meaning is like flew past you. But I'm having so much fun with this group. I remember when I was watching it, just like the guide, I'm like, they seem like so much fun, and I love that so much of that is like incorporating into their music, and I just have a big smile because I'm so excited to like listen to more of their stuff and listen to the song a lot. This is gonna be like the way that I hype myself up going forward in my day, to just give myself that main character energy that I deserve. But I hope you enjoyed listening to that along with me. You can click this place to get to my previous reactions, or you can subscribe to miss next time I post an ITZY reaction. I will see you in the next video. Bye.